Alright, let's take a look at problem number 3. Ping bought 26 treadmills for her new fitness center at $1,334 each. Then she bought 19 stationary bikes for $749 each. How much did she spend on her new equipment? Write an expression and then solve. Alright, we have two pieces of information. We have treadmills all the way to 26, and each one cost $1,334. Then I have the bikes, and she bought 19 of these, and I know that each one is $749. Now I need to know how much she spent total on her new equipment. In order to find that out, I need to find this total. I also need to find this total. So in order to do that, I need to multiply. $1,334 times 26. I'm going to do this using my standard algorithm. If you want to use partial products, please do so. Well, let's look at something before I start solving this. The directions tell me to write an expression and then solve. So there's two parts to my problem, and we did this last week. So in order to express the top portion of this problem, this part right here, I'm going to have the expression $1,334 times 26. And on the bottom, I'm going to have 749 times 19. And then I need to know how much she spent all together, so I need to add these two together. But remember, we can't just write the plus sign in between those. We need to put our parentheses in so that I know which parts actually get done together. Alright, so there's my expression, and now it asks me to solve. So I'm going to come back down to my algorithm down here, and I'm going to say 4 times 6 is 24, 3 times 6 is 18, and 2 more is 20. Again, 3 times 6 is 18, and 2 more is 20. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 2 more is 8. Put my placeholder in because I'm multiplying in my tens place. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 1 is 2. And I add those to get 34,684. But I'm not done with my problem. I still have my second part of my problem that I need to get done. So I'm going to say 749 times 19. Again, if you need to be doing an area model, please get a scrap sheet of paper and work that area model. 9 times 9 is 81. 4 times 9 is 36, plus 8 more would be 44. 9 times 7 is 63, plus 4 more is 67. I put down my placeholder. 1 times 9 is 9. 1 times 4 is 4. 1 times 7 is 7. I add those together. and for the bicycles I have 14,231. Now, according to my expression here, I need to add those two figures together. And so I'm going to say 34684 14231. I'm going to add those. 6 plus 2 is 8, 1 more is 9, 4 and 4 is 8, 3 plus 1 is 4. So I can say Ping spent $48,915 on her new equipment. You need to write that sentence every time so that I know and your reader knows, whoever's grading your paper knows what your answer is exactly. All right. Now let's take a look at number 5. Frances is sewing a border around two rectangular tablecloths. They each measure 9 feet long and 6 feet wide. If it takes her 3 minutes to sew a 1-inch border, how many minutes will it take her to complete her sewing project? Write an expression and then solve. This is several steps, so we need to break it down and let's look. First, let's find out how big the tables are. So I'm going to draw on my table. It's 9 feet times 6 feet. All right, I know to find, I'm going to use the perimeter because I'm sewing a border around it, and so I'm going to add all of my sides. So I know this is 9 feet, and over here I also have 6 feet. So 6 plus 9 plus 6 plus 9. 6 plus 9 is 15, and 15 times 2 would be 30. Or I can say 9 plus 9 is 18, 6 plus 6 is 12, 18 plus 12 is 30. So I have 30 feet for each table. I have 2 tables, so I'm going to multiply that times 2, and I have 60 feet total. Now my problem lies here. It's not really a problem, but it's something I want you to make sure you notice. It says in the problem, it takes her 3 minutes to sew a 1-inch border. How many minutes will it take her to complete her project? Your brain is going to say 3 times 60. That is not correct because this says it takes her 3 minutes to sew a 1-inch border. This is 60 feet. So I need to convert my feet into inches. I know that 1 foot equals 12 inches. So I can say 60 times 12. Or 12 times 60. And I'm going to do it with a standard algorithm. I'm going to say 12 times 6. And I know that is 72. And because this is in the tens place, I can multiply 72 times 10, and I get my 0 at the end, which gives me 720. So I have 720 inches. Now I can say 720 times 3, because there's my minutes, and there's my inches. So 720 times 3. 3 times 0 is 0. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 7 is 21. It takes her 2,160 minutes, and I'm going to write that sentence. Now, The question is, do I need to convert to sew her project? Do I need to convert those minutes into hours? In this case, no, I do not, because the problem says how many minutes will it take. It asks for it in minutes. So I want to look back and think about what I did to know what my expression needs to be. It actually says to write the expression and then solve. In this case, because it's so many steps, I thought it was easier to solve first. So I'm going to put I'll get back to you on that expression. So I have an interesting dilemma here. As I look at this to write my expression, I would not write this expression in the way that I solved the problem. Because when I look at this problem to write the expression from that aspect, I would do it by one table and then multiply times 2. So I would actually say 30 feet, and I would find out how many inches were in 30 feet, which is going to be 360. So I would say 360 times 3 minutes, because that's how long it would take her to sew one tablecloth. I would put this in parentheses and say times 2, because she has 2 tablecloths. That is actually the expression that you would use to solve the problem. I chose to find out the perimeter of both of my tablecloths at the very beginning of my problem. So it works out the same either way. A multiplication is commutative, so we can do that. All right, so the multiplication is commutative, and so it does work out that you get the same answer either way. However, I will encourage you as you work through these problems, when it says to write the expression and then solve, think through that expression. Think through how you're going to solve the problem before you actually do it, and it may help you get a clearer picture of what you need to do. All right. If you complete this and you got these answers correct, you may move on to lesson 10. If you still need some practice with word problems, I would like you to go back to your problem set 8 and work the word problems in problem set 8. Have a great day.